Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have another Leonardo Officina Italiana pen here for review today. This is a special pen because it's made of a custom material and it's a material that's close to my heart. So let me remove the lid of this box, and first off you'll see the guarantee card, and it describes really about the workmanship and of the pen, and also the guarantee that you get with this pen. And then you receive this catalogue or brochure, and it shows you some of the pens that Leonardo do make in their range with the various materials. And you can just see that some of these pens are really quite nice, especially this Pietra Marina, very lovely colour there. And then you get the pen. Now, the reason why this is a special pen is that it is made from the Conway-stewart blue Stardust material. And this is what the material looks like there. And this has been made into a lovely little pen rest. And then you have the pen, and this is a really beautiful pen, and as you can see here, it's Leonardo Officina Italiana number 001, because this was a custom pen made. And it is a Momento Zero, but you can see here it is made of this conway-stewart blue Stardust. And this is a really beautiful material. You can just see as I rotate that material, or that pen there, that this material really comes alive and sparkles, and it does have some sort of glitter or gold or dust inside that resin. Now, in terms of the pen itself, you can see here it tapers down to a finial point and then tapers out quite a lot to the double cap band here. There is another band here on the body, and then the body gradually tapers back down to this metal ring, and then you've got what is the end cap. Now, this is a cartridge converter pen, so if I unscrew the cap, this has a titanium bock nib on. Now, it did come with a steel bock nib, but it has been replaced with a titanium nib with an ABS plastic feed. And I do like the box titanium nibs. I've got some number 8 nibs, and I do like these a lot. Now, the section, you will see here that the section tapers down quite a lot to the nib here, tapers back out to the threads, which are not rough in any way. And then you have that metal band, and then the rest of the body. But for me, this is a really good size of pen. Can I post the cap? Yes, I can, and it posts very, very securely. So that's another thing that I do like about this pen. Now, if I unscrew the body, you will see that it is a cartridge converter, and you'll see there Leonardo Officina Italiana. So it is a branded converter. Now, what you can also do on these is unscrew the back here and get to the converter if you want to. It's not something I normally do, but if you wanted quick access and you didn't want to unscrew the whole body, then you could certainly do that. But this does come with a number 6 size Bock titanium nib there, and you can just see that nib there and the contour and the feed. But that blue material there, you can just see on the section, is really coming alive. And likewise, when I rotate it, now the blue Stardust material is quite dark in places, and then it comes alive there. So you can just see that brightness there on that pen. So for me, this really is a good size pen. I do like the blue Stardust. I typically do like the red Stardust a little bit more, because I find it's a little bit less dark and a little bit more brighter areas, accented areas. But you can just see there though, that blue Stardust, that really is beautiful. So I think with that, what we'll do is we'll do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So let's put the lid back on. The full length of the pen, we are looking at about 142 millimeters in length. The length of the cap is about 65 millimeters in length. And then the length of the body to the tip of the nib or tip of the tines, we're looking at about 128 millimeters in length. So that's actually quite a nice length of pen, and you can see there, even if you hold it right down here on the bottom of the section, it's still quite a lengthy pen. If you hold it a little bit higher up, it still works for me. And if I wanted to, I could post the cap as well. Let's do a weight check. The full weight of the pen, we are looking at just over 26.5 grams. The weight of the cap is just under 8.5 grams. And then the weight of the pen, and this is uninked, we are looking at just under 16 grams. So that's quite a nice weight of pen. Let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have the Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero in the Positano blue. We have the Momento Zero in the blue Hawaii. We have the Momento Zero in the dark Hawaii. A Momento Zero in the Mediterraneo. A Momento Zero in the red Stardust. A Momento Zero in the blue Stardust. We have a Momento Zero, and this is the Stilo and Style Roman Bronze. We have a Momento Zero Grande in the sand, a Momento Zero Grande, and this is the Amazon. And we have a Armando Simonica Bologna Extra, and this is the Blue Lucians. So let's go and do a writing sample. This is the Leonardo, and it's the Officina Italiana Momento Zero, and it is the conway-stewart. Conway-stewart, and it's the blue Stardust. Now, this is a titanium nib, and I believe that that's an extra fine nib, although it's not actually marked. So it's a titanium nib. And then the ink in here today is Waterman, and it's Florida or Serenity, depending on which you want to call it, blue, because it was originally called Florida Blue by Waterman, and then they changed the name to Serenity Blue. Now, in terms of line variation, this is more of an extra fine nib. Now, it's a titanium nib. I can push it a little bit more. I'm not going to push a titanium nib any more than that, because I don't want to spring this nib, and especially this is on loan to me from a friend, and I don't want to have to explain that I've sprung their titanium nib. So that's why I'm not going to push this nib very hard. Now, in terms of ink wetness test, let's take a look. This is quite a wet nib, and I do like these titanium nibs. They do actually write very nicely. Now, if you haven't tried a titanium nib before, bear in mind that this will have quite a lot of feedback, and it's more like a graphite pencil feedback. It's not scratchy, it's not toothy, but titanium nibs typically do have a graphite feel to them when you write. So if you don't like writing with pencils, then don't try a titanium nib. This did actually come with a steel nib, but it's been swapped out. I could put the steel nib on there, but I thought I would leave the titanium nib on there, just as it might add a little bit more to the review here. So what do I like, what do I not like about the pen? I love the blue Stardust. I love the Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero range. I prefer the Grande a little bit more than the standard Momento Zero, but I still love the Momento Zero a lot, and I have about 5 Momento Zeros in my collection. So I do like them a lot. I find that the size is really nice in my hand. I find that the weight is really nice, and I find that the converters hold more than the 0.7 milliliters of a standard converter as well. They're a little bit longer, a little bit more, holding a little bit more ink capacity as well. There really is nothing that I don't like about this pen. The pen speaks to me, especially with the material. I have another pen with the blue Stardust, which is a Conway-stewart pen, and I love the material. So for me, this pen ticks all the boxes. This is on loan to me from a friend, and this will be going back to them very soon. So I'd like to thank them for loaning me the pen for review. So this is my Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero in the Conway-stewart Blue Stardust review. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.